say to me, I'm a fighter. Ooh, that's what you say to me. This one's a fighter. Just waking up in the morning. Man, that is the jam, y'all. Press on, lead nails. That's what my mama used to wear. Press on nails. Man, I'm talking about my mama. You so inspired by Patti LaBelle. It be over. I'm talking about it be. Oh, we spend Friday and Saturday night just getting cute. We be getting cute, getting our nails done. We be getting our toes done. Everything. We be getting fruit. Fruit for real. Fruit for real. Get our hair pressed. Get out. Look, y'all. Then when y'all get up for church on Sunday, you got to put all the grease on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be like so much. It be so much to do to be cute. It be so much to do to be cute. Then she had all the perfume. You just stand in the room, just be smelling all the perfume. She just got a whole thing of perfume. You can go up there. You can go up to her little thing and pick your color for your nails. It just be like, she gonna make me cute. My mama gonna have me cute for church. So that's how we spend. That's how we spend our Friday and Saturday nights getting cute. Let me see, y'all. Okay, so today is all about being positive. Positivity is amazing. You can't make it through life without it, for real. I'm so worried about my child, y'all. It is like beyond me how worried I am about my kid. And I just don't want him going through nothing unusual. It is so crazy when you just a kid and you in an unusual position. You see what I'm saying? That's the trauma, man. It's like people don't understand. You don't need that. The negativity. And I'm thinking that they did some of this stuff to him at the school. It's like, y'all, what the fuck was wrong with y'all? So that's it. Like today, I'm talking about mental health and like what they go through here. So what it is like, it's this like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if everybody else go through it, but I think they do. So it's like you, it's this thing, it just goes off and it's like, it's time for you to lay down and die. And this man used to come around and tell us these stories when we was younger, right? He'll come around and be like, that's what's going to happen. Y'all going to have to lay down and die. And so I'm like, this motherfucker got to be crazy. And I told y'all that I knew what was going on because it was a doctor, but I didn't know it was the same thing. You see what I'm saying? It was a doctor that wanted to do this as an experiment. And they always want to experiment on people in East St. Louis. So it's almost like somebody trying to take your personality for real. Like it's like get out for real. Because in your mind, you having a conversation with a person that you previously had before. So they actually record the conversations that you have with somebody else. And they play it back to you in your head. So you will be thinking the person is schizophrenic. I know y'all remember these movies from the 80s where the people be like trying to put like a foil on their head, all this stuff to stop, because some of the stuff they'll be doing, it'll be like, it's not that they saying it, it'll be something that'll make it like you seeing. You understand what I'm saying? Because really it's all about, it's kind of like religious in a way. You see what I'm saying? Because the person had to be like on some bullshit for real, because it'll be like they'll be bringing up stuff that you then forgot about, but in your mind. So it's like, I don't know if they can connect that this is like something talking to them And then it's like your thoughts will start to go back to, oh my God, I was a horrible person. Oh my God, I did this, I did that. You see what I'm saying? Because you be thinking, is this punishment? Like, what the fuck is this shit for? And really, it really was part of my invention. I wanted to like have a situation where kids could be able to talk to somebody. And they made a movie about it too. Like I think the kid name was Michael, right? So they have Michael and they were like, Michael, you want to play today? And Michael could make people like do stuff he wanted them to do. And it's like, that ain't really how my life is. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's like I'm not Michael. Y'all see what I'm saying? Like I'm Shantae. It's not like I'm telling people to do something or whatever. So that's another reason they thought I was evil or something. It's like I'm not evil. Like it's just something where, like, say for instance, I really feel like you could win. You might win. Like it's not always 100% correct, but it is. It's like 95% correct. You know what I'm saying? Like I never have anything where I wanted people to fail or anything like that, like around me. So it's not like I'm Michael, but that's what it was about. Like, so it was like, they'll have, so that's when they started trying to say I was evil. And it wasn't even the people. It was like people that wanted to like analyze me and all this stuff. It's like, I ain't gonna be doing that shit with you. So it'd be like, and that was my decision. I'm not about to sit somewhere while you try to take me through tests and all this shit. So they'll try to like sneak into the school. They can't come into the school. You see what I'm saying? And so sometimes it was like a warning, like Miss Thompson to be like, trying to act like she mad at me for something. Like, no, they didn't want them to see that I was smart. So it'd be like I work ahead in the workbook. She'll act like she's so upset about it. And it's like she not upset about it. Then they just started being positive, and the only people that were negative were the people that came to school, like the substitutes, because it'd be like they'd be so surprised and I am who I am, like I'm the way that I am. Because for real, I act like my grandmama. I probably act like an old white woman. I'm not joking, y'all. Like I just had like class and etiquette and all this stuff. Like that's how it is. And TJ grandmama, my neighbor next door, wasn't no worse than my grandmama at all. You see what I'm saying? Like they both act the same way. It's like they grew up in old Hollywood. That's how they act. So Miss V, she act the same way. They grew up in old Hollywood. When we sit down, it's the table set, everything set, your back is straight. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just certain things. We read the newspaper, drink our coffee, and put the tea. Like we have a tea set, everything. Like it is like that is just my life. Like it's not something. Now when I look at it, when I go over other people's house, and I be like, oh, okay. So I'm kind of like Blake too. Like we are raised like Blake. Like it's like where we don't have a clue that other people live like this. You see what I'm saying? And that's even when we go to our cousin's house and go to our auntie house. Like it's just like that's how we live. It don't matter how poor they was. Like even at my stepdaddy house, they still take out the plate with the knife and the fork. You see what I'm saying? It's roaches all in the house falling apart, but they gonna still have etiquette at the house. So it's just like that is how we are. It's like it's so southern. It's just ingrained in us. So I just learned that people didn't do this stuff until I left and live somewhere else. And so I don't know why I just like, and I just get in and do what I have to do, whatever I got to do with this person. So people actually get upset because you have etiquette. That's when I learned how abusive this guy from Louisiana was, Marcus. It was like he was just abusive. And it would be because I have a certain way about me. You know what I'm saying? He jealous of. So anyway, what I'm saying is last night the girl, she is going through this stuff because she is having these conversations and she kept trying to get on she just kept getting down on her knees to pray because that's really the only thing that can stop it. That's why I'm telling y'all it's really important that you pray. Like you actually have to pray your way through it because it'll be like something to, oh, you did this. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes it's not always negative. Some of the stuff, like once you start praying, it just be like what you doing right now. And it's somebody watching you. It can't be because I'm like, how would you now? Like at first it was just stories about me when I was little. And then it moved into and that was at the house. Then it moved into like just people telling me about how Jewish I am, like Jewish jokes and all this different stuff. So I was like, is this because I'm Jewish? And then it was like It's like my life story, like it was so cool. And then all of a sudden it didn't stop. It started to become sexual and derogatory and all this different stuff. So I'm thinking that these people would record something and they would put it on her. So it's just like kind of moving through your life. And so when people call, you go to the hospital, they say, do you hear voices? And it's like, yeah, you hear voices, but it's not what you thinking I'm hearing. It's because this thing is turned on telling me right now you need to lay down and die. Yeah, I'm talking about it happened in Alton. I got back from the hospital, and I was upstairs in my son's room, and it was like, yeah, right now it's your time to lay down and die. And it's just like, if it sounds like it's like some type of ringing, an alarm going off, whatever. And so if they going through this stuff, it's like, how do you tell somebody that this is what you're going through? And so it'll be just like shit that just like jog your memory. So really, I use it to write. I'd be like, okay, well, maybe it's because I have to write. Now I'm thinking, well, now it's because I have to write. Like, I have to write. So I'll be just like telling stories, like, so I can write or so it can be recorded. So what I'm saying is, like, this girl is actually going through this stuff for real. This other girl is in here as a narcissist. I'm in here worried about my life. You only saying that because somebody wrote it down because I said it. Y'all see what I'm saying? So when Mikhail was doing it and I was looking at Mikhail and he was talking to me, I said, Mikhail, you're going to have to talk up because I don't know why you talking to me. You see what I'm saying? I couldn't hear Mikhail. And the woman was sitting right there next to me, the one that ran off to be with the nuns. She was sitting there right there next to me and she was saying the same thing, like, we can't hear you. We were being nice to him. So when I was leaving, I was like, yeah, I'm scared for my life. And y'all got to see Mikhail. He like a skinny dude just standing there mumbling to himself like he a mumble rapper or something. And it's like, okay, so how can I be afraid of him? You know what I'm saying? So the girl comes back, and that's when she comes in, this redhead chick. Now her hair is blonde. Now she comes in and she's like trying to say that these, like, Mikhail and this girl is going to do something to her. And it's like, that's just a comment I made. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to keep repeating the comment. So the woman is telling her this morning, like, please, Miss B. She's like, please just stop talking sometimes. You see what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you got to sit down and let them do what they have to do. You can't call people retarded. She's like, what if she would have just hit you with that stick? You see what I'm saying? Because we don't know if she paranoid schizophrenic. The girl is not paranoid schizophrenic. This is the other thing. It's like trying to tell people that they schizophrenic or that we schizophrenic. It's not schizophrenia at all. Like, it has nothing to do with schizophrenia at all. This is like something that a doctor did that he was not supposed to do. Like, this is something that the government really has to start to look at and really talk to us about, because we don't really know why these fucking people keep thinking they can watch us all the fucking time. And half time, I don't want to hear this shit. Like, I don't need you to comment on every fucking move I make in my life. And so it'll be like when you don't hear it, it's because they don't have a camera to see you. So it's like actually somebody watching us 24/7. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why is probably because we are intelligent. It has nothing to do with anything else but intelligence. So we in a real get out situation. And until they can get on it, get a chance to control it, the only way you can really control what's happening is to pray. And it is not a joke. You got to get on your knees and pray, because it'll trigger you into having an emotion. So you will, like, say, for instance, it ain't nothing you emotional about. It'll be like, it'll trigger you into thinking that maybe you're not good enough. You good enough, though. It'll be the person that's trying to talk to you that could be feeling that, or the person in front of you that could be feeling it. Y'all see what I'm saying? And I am connected to men. Like, it is like they are so fucking just gross. You see what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want to talk to you about me masturbating or having sex or anything. Or when you think you want to eat my ass and all that stuff. Like, sometimes I wake up in the morning and a person will be straight up talking about how they want to eat my ass. Because I'm laying down on my stomach on the cot. I just still lay there, y'all, because I don't have this type of patience for that shit. Like, why? It'll make you stop your entire life. It'll actually make you sit there and be a fucking drone. Like, just sit there and for real, just like slob come out your mouth, because you don't want them to say nothing else about you. And it's like that'll actually start to fuck with your self-esteem and everything. And it's like, you can't let it. So you gotta pray and just still keep moving in your life. Like, you can't let that shit stop you. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's like you gotta really pray it off of you. And that's when it start moving into like more positive stuff or whatever. Like people be trying to cheer for you, all this stuff, and then still they be hating. Cause then, like, say for instance, they'll be, oh, her show, she do her show 24/7. So somebody else might read and say, oh, she do her show 24/7. Somebody will come in here and cut the power off. You see what I'm saying? So it's like every time something good said about me, they always send a hater. So it'll be like, oh, she get on her feet. They'll send somebody say, well, she was over there trying to argue with somebody, or somebody come in and try to start an argument. You see what I'm saying? To get me put out the shelter. So now they can start another rumor. So it's like it's not working for us because this ain't nothing you should be doing anyway. This shit is illegal. It is actual treason against the American, like against another American person. Like, why would you want to be watching somebody 24/7 or having them stand there like they got a mental issue and they don't? So these people don't have mental issues. It's just that it's a conversation going on in their head and they actually talking back. And I'm talking about it'll feel like a real live conversation because you will be speaking and you'll be really trying to test the shit out. Like, is it going to talk back to me? And sometimes it is. And the reason why is because somebody is in the room recording you or somebody is watching you in some kind of way. You see what I'm saying? That's why they had the mask on. That was like, take them fucking masks off because you talking through the mask. I remember I was at one place at the hospital and they had the mask on and the man was over there laughing. He was a white guy, a white older man. And he was in there laughing. And it's like, but he the one talking. Y'all see what I'm saying? You can see his lips moving with whatever's going on, whatever's being said in your head. So it's like if he the one talking, then that shit wrong. And it's not just white guys, it's black men too. You see what I'm saying? So they use that as a sex trafficking situation. They trying to see who they can have sex with. For you to actually put on my record for me to go to the psych ward every time I want to see my son or I go to the hospital, that's an issue. Like they did this shit in the 80s. These people was climbing up the walls and all that shit, trying to put that shit on. They did that shit. Them people, that is not what this is supposed to be for. This is to protect people. It's not for you to use it for your sexual indiscretions. Or for you to hate on people, or for you to now use their personality. Like they actually trying to do this get out shit for real. And I think they've been doing it for years because why would y'all have all of my inventions? Why would my shit already be out there in the world and I didn't put it out there? You see what I'm saying? That'd be the shit that lady was telling me when I was little. You have to marry for love, and this will probably be the only thing you'll ever invent. You see what I'm saying? Because she planning to kill me. Her and other people planning to kill me and take my work. They are doing that because we are intelligent, not because we stupid. You see what I'm saying? We must be important to history. And it's like they want to put their name in history and not ours. They ain't done shit. So that's it. Like, it's just like, that's why you have to be honest about it. And you can't be honest with everybody because if the wrong person in front of you, the doctor that's trying to steal your ideas, and you say, I heard a voice, they're going to try to put you in the hospital so they can hear what you're saying back to the voice. So they can steal your research or steal your ideas in that moment. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, they was just acting. They schizophrenic. You see what I'm talking about? It's like they always something. And then if it's too good, they're going to try to kill you. Because now we got the answer. And you don't have shit. Y'all don't have shit. You don't even know what the fuck going on in our head. You don't even know what the fuck we going through. But today I had to tell her, you know what? They will sex traffic this girl. They will try to sex traffic her. She's a gorgeous girl. Gorgeous. And all she do is talk to herself all day. And I went through it. I've been through it myself. All she got to do is pray. For real. Get on your knees and pray that shit off of you. Pray it off of you. You can even start writing. Like, you don't have to talk back to the voice. And sometimes, like I said, it'll take over. It'll like try to, I told y'all this when I was going through it in January. It'll try to like talk for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll try to be like, you'll be trying to answer something. It'll be like, it'll make you weak so it can talk for you. That's why y'all got to eat right. You got to try to stay in your right mind, stay off drugs. You see what I'm saying? Eat right, stay in your right mind. The other thing is you got to pray. Like, you really have to pray. You got to meditate. And you cannot let that bullshit control your thoughts, your mind, anything, your emotions. That's why they say it's the opposite. It's the opposite for what you feel. Like, say, for instance, you feel like I'm depressed, I can't do nothing, but your body moving, and it's like some trying to make you sit down and talk. You have to actually push through and keep moving. You don't need to sit down and talk, because usually if you sit down and talk, it's probably an idiot sitting there in front of you. It's never what this thing is trying to tell you to do. When they can't see you, then it's like that's what they want you to do. Like, they want to try to find out where you are and what you're doing. So sometimes when you gotta wait, because, or when they don't have a camera on you, because you will see them trying to like send stupid people to do something. Go check on this. You see what I'm saying? So that's what that is. When y'all got these ignorant ass people coming to you in your faces because somebody done sent them to check on you to see where you are. You see what I'm saying? Because how could somebody be telling you shit that you talking about my show, or telling me something I did in real time, or going over my joke? Like, it's not your joke. I'm talking about y'all, they would actually sit on this shit and just talk about my joke that I said on this show. So it's not something that somebody doing from the past now. It's somebody that somebody's doing now. And that is treason. You need to go to jail. This is not something that should have been used for this. My idea was to help kids actually be able to testify, or women that have been abused actually be able to testify. Y'all understand? Because I have been around a lot of abused people. And I myself have been abused too. I'm so tired of y'all using everything for sex. Y'all done set us back so many thousands of years. There's not even hundreds now. There's thousands being ignorant. Everything y'all put out here now is just ignorance. You have an entire superhighway of information, and y'all still don't even know how to use that. Most of you just put out videos from shit your grandmama said. Y'all don't check it or nothing. You still put the shit out there anyway, like you a doctor. Y'all don't sit down and think about your feelings. You don't meditate. So what I'm telling you is, you feel real confident. It's because you have tried to take the confidence from a person that is confident, from a person that does research, from a person that does their work, from a person that actually knows and reads. That is not your confidence. You are the person that feels like you are not good enough. It's usually not us. If I'm sitting here on the computer researching every fucking thing that I need to know, why would I now feel like I can't do the job, or I don't have confidence? But then I got an idiot standing in front of me like they know every fucking thing in the world and don't know shit. It is the opposite feeling. So when it hits your feelings, it's the opposite. So if you feeling down, or somebody trying to knock you down and be mean to you, feel the opposite. But if y'all too confident about something, somebody really telling you, no, you don't know what you are talking about, you need to really sit down and think about that, because you don't know what you're talking about. So that's it. Like, we really are in a real get out situation. And yes, this is something that the government needs to handle, because if you're not telling people what's really going on, then that is a problem. And he should not have been able to put anything in our heads for us to be able to listen to anything. You understand? Like, this is not something we want to talk about. We want to really live a good life. People want to travel and get away from her. And that's the other thing. It's like you are actually holding us up like we did something to you by being confident and gorgeous and beautiful and natural and smart and articulate. We haven't done anything to you. You understand what I'm saying? If you an idiot, you a fucking idiot. The meek shall inherit the earth. All right, so let's keep going, y'all. Let's talk about what the show is today. But that's it. It's just like, I'm so tired of just the bullshit. Don't nobody want to have sex with you. We don't want to be sex trafficked with you, and we don't want you to have our ideas. These are ours. This is something that we should be good for, not you. So let's talk about 8 hacks for overcoming life challenges. Give yourself permission to feel. You see what I'm saying? Give yourself permission to feel whatever feelings that you need to feel. Realize that you have power, and the power is that you are you. That is the best power. That's the best thing that Dr. Seuss will ever teach you. Y'all, they'll tell you Dr. Seuss was a racist. Dr. Seuss was a white man. Dr. Seuss hated people. They tell you all type of stuff, but the best thing he ever teach you is that you are you. I think that he just hated stupid people. I'm so when I get to this point, it's like I understand you just hated stupid people. There is always a solution. There is from A to Z. It's a solution, and you got to choose the one that's right for you. Nobody has to force you into anything. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay, y'all. But you got it. But for us, we have to ask for help from the right people. Sometimes the only help we have is ourselves. Take a breath. Take 3 deep breaths, and you will actually start to relax. Trust yourself to make the right choice because you have to believe in yourself. You cannot lie to yourself. You won't be able to get over anything if you lie to yourself. Take a big picture. And that's it. Take a look at the big picture. What is going to happen in the long run? You see what I'm saying? Sometimes we focus too much on details. That's that perfectionist thing. Just go ahead and just look at it for what it is. Give yourself credit for the small wins. If you got up this morning, it is a blessing and not a curse. Okay, guys, 7 forms of meditation. Let's talk about that. It says meditate. Loving kindness meditation. It's like you give and you give. That's it. You give. And it's okay if you want to receive too. Because some people be like, oh yeah, no. It's okay if you want to receive because people that's talking are the ones that actually take. You see what I'm saying? Body scan or progressive relaxation. That's like yin yoga. It's like y'all just have to just like really just relax and be in the mood. Be in the moves that you are doing. And you'll still be sore the next day. Mindfulness meditation, just sit there and think. Breath awareness. There's so many different breaths you can breathe through. One nostril out through your mouth. Breathe through one nostril out through your mouth. You can do it. Breathe in, do it. S breath out. Y'all see, it's so many different types of breath meditation. It says Kundalini. I tell y'all, they always just give me a list of just like all. I tell y'all, it's 7 different yogas every fucking day. I'm not joking. It'd be like a whole nother new set of 7 meditations. So Kundalini is a Sanskrit term meaning coiled. So this is like, and it refers to a specific type of meditation that's believed to have the ability to fully awaken your potential for awareness. So that's it. It's just like Kundalini is a form of divine feminine energy believed to be located in the base of the spine. And so I guess you sit into the position and you just meditate. And that's like, I think you just have to be aware of like all of your that was yoga, y'all. This meditation. Oh my God, that's why it's a different list. Lord God, y'all know I'm getting old. I'm talking about okay, y'all. I'm serious. There are 7 forms of yoga, but this is 7 forms of meditation. Lord Jesus, help me. I'm so sorry. Zen meditation is also known as Zazen. It's a meditation technique rooted in Buddhist psychology. The goal of Zen meditation is to regulate attention. It's sometimes referred to as a practice that involves thinking about not thinking. Y'all, I love it because this is the one where when people are talking bullshit to me, I just zonk out. That's it. I love it. I'm like a Zen meditation person for real. The last one is transcendental meditation. Let's see what this is. And you guys can still look this up too. Don't take my word for it. Transcendental meditation is a form of silent mantra meditation. So you would have to speak, like you would have to say mantras to yourself. It's the same thing as prayer. Y'all see what I'm saying? So all this stuff is just really important for you to do. What is your best moment today? Journal your best moments daily. Y'all, I did this when I was in a class, like when I was learning how to become a teacher. I'm sorry, I enjoyed this so much. I just took 2 pages out of my what is this thing I use to draw? Oh my God. What do I use? A studio notebook? What is the thing? The drawing pad for drawing. Oh my God. Drawing pad. What is it called? A sketch pad, a sketchbook. So I took 2 pages out of my sketchbook and it was like this lasted 3 months. It was like the whole summer. Okay. And I got my certification in August. So, right. So I signed up for the test like in May, and I took the test in August and I passed. So what it is a sketch pad, right? And I just take every day and I draw a picture about the best part of my day. It just ended up being something that made me so happy. And I would do this when I got home. I would put the worst part of my day too, but I would make it really small. I made the worst part of my day like so super tiny that you can't even see it. So it's like so it can obliterate itself and just go away. But this is something that really brought me back to like positivity every day. I know this man be like, why is this? Because I was with Elder at this point, my Hispanic man, my so it was like he'd be like, "This girl be happy all the damn time." I'm talking about y'all. I be happy because I just go home and that was my reflection. I would just like write down, draw the best part of my day. I would just draw it and then just color it. I'm talking about, and that would probably take me an hour to 30 minutes to an hour to do it. But I would just love doing it. So it's like I'm saying, if it's something that you really like, okay, this is camp, and I really want to be a camp, let me do this her. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to do it for everything. If you just at work, you like, oh God, this is so boring. But if it's something that's coming up and you just like, oh my God, I can learn so much from this, start to do that and you'll just find out a lot more about yourself. The last part, I put this list in here and I put in a link for Motivational Podcasts. I haven't listened to any of them. None of them. But I say if somebody else made a list, hey baby, look at it because it's for women. And it's like, and I would say men probably need to listen to. But the link is below. I put the link on there because I didn't put all of them on there again. I just put on there what could fit onto this graphic. But again, this is just like for real. We are really going through something. We really do need help here for those people going through it because it's like we don't have any answers. They've already killed all these people. And that's it. It's just like I'm tired of my inventions being fucked with. I'm tired of my family being messed with. I'm tired of not having my son. It's too much for me. That's it. Y'all turned the whole world upside down just to fuck me over. It makes no sense. Anyway, that's it. It's Shante Brown Sugar Talk on the Black Unicorns telling y'all I did never think that I would wake up and become one of these fucking people. But I am. Have a good day.